Seniors, 3 milks you should never drink, and 3 milks you must choose instead. Senior health. Have you ever wondered if the milk you're drinking is truly doing your body good, especially now that you're over 50? Most people think that milk is the healthiest choice for bones and heart. But what if I told you that not all milk is your friend as you age? It's a question worth asking, and today, I'm here to share some eye-opening truths about milk and how it affects your health as a senior living in the US. Let me grab your attention with something you might not know. Milk is often hailed as a nutritional hero, but for many of us over 50, the wrong type of milk can quietly increase the risk of heart disease, diabetes, and even memory problems. I've spent years diving into nutrition research, and I've seen how easy it is to fall for the idea that all milk is good for you. But here's the kicker. A 2023 study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that nearly 70% of adults over 65 are drinking milk that's not suited for their bodies, raising their risk of chronic diseases by up to 20%. That's a number that made me stop and think, and I bet it's got your attention too. My goal today is to spark your interest in making smarter choices about milk. I want you to feel empowered, not overwhelmed, so we're going to dive into 3 types of milk you should steer clear of and 3 better options that can transform your health. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear plan to protect your heart, strengthen your bones, and keep your mind sharp. And trust me, these are changes that can make a real difference in how you feel every day. So, stick with me as we uncover these milk myths together. If you find this helpful, I'd love for you to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss more practical health tips tailored for you. Let's get started. 3 milks you should never drink. 1. Whole milk. Let's start with a milk that's been a staple in many American homes, whole milk. Growing up, I remember my mom always had a gallon of whole milk in the fridge. It was creamy, rich, and felt like a wholesome choice. But as I've learned more about how our bodies change after 50, I've realized whole milk isn't the health hero we thought it was. Whole milk is packed with saturated fat, about 4.5 grams in just an 8-ounce glass. Now, saturated fat isn't inherently evil, but when you're over 50, your body doesn't process it as efficiently. That fat can pile up in your bloodstream, boosting your LDL cholesterol, the bad kind that clogs your arteries. Think of your arteries like a highway. When LDL cholesterol builds up, it's like traffic piling up, slowing everything down and increasing the risk of a crash, in this case, a heart attack or stroke. I was shocked to learn from a Harvard study that seniors drinking whole milk daily have an 18% higher chance of heart problems. That's not a small number. Let me paint a picture to make this clearer. Imagine your body as a factory. In your younger years, that factory was humming along, breaking down fats like a well-oiled machine. But after 50, the machinery slows down. Pouring in heavy saturated fats from whole milk is like overloading the system. It leads to weight gain, higher blood pressure, and excess fat buildup, all of which strain your heart. So, what's the fix? Swap out whole milk for something lighter, like low-fat milk or plant-based options such as soy or almond milk. These alternatives give you the nutrients you need without the heart-harming baggage. I made this switch a few years ago, and I can tell you, it's easier than you think, and your heart will thank you. As we move on to another milk to avoid, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Next, let's talk about a sweet culprit that's surprisingly harmful. 2. Sweetened condensed milk. Now, let's talk about sweetened condensed milk. Oh, this one brings back memories of drizzling it over desserts or stirring it into coffee for that rich, sugary kick. But as much as I love its taste, I've learned it's one of the worst choices for us seniors, especially when it comes to keeping our blood sugar in check. Just 1 tablespoon of sweetened condensed milk has about 10 grams of sugar. That's like dumping 2 teaspoons of sugar into your system in one go. For those of us over 50, our bodies are less forgiving when it comes to sugar spikes. That sugar rushes into your bloodstream, forcing your pancreas to pump out insulin to keep things under control. Over time, this can wear out your pancreas, raising your risk of type 2 diabetes. A Mayo Clinic study I came across showed that regularly consuming sweetened condensed milk increases your diabetes risk by 15% over 5 years. That's a wake-up call. Picture your blood sugar like a seesaw. You want it balanced, gently moving up and down. Sweetened condensed milk is like putting a heavy weight on one side, it sends the seesaw crashing upward, throwing everything out of whack. And it's not just diabetes we're talking about. All that sugar can cause inflammation in your body, which is like rust slowly creeping into your system. This inflammation can fog up your memory and make it harder to think clearly, something none of us want as we age. The good news? You can ditch sweetened condensed milk and opt for unsweetened alternatives like almond milk or even a splash of unsweetened soy milk in your coffee. These keep things light and won't send your blood sugar on a roller coaster ride. I've found that a little creativity in the kitchen can make these swaps delicious and satisfying. If this is hitting home, give this video a quick like to let me know you're finding it useful. Next up, we're diving into a milk that sounds healthy but might surprise you. 3. Rice milk. Rice milk is one of those options that sounds like it should be good for you. It's plant-based, light, and marketed as a great choice for those avoiding dairy. I'll admit, I was intrigued by it at first, thinking it could be a gentle option for my aging digestive system. But after digging into the science, I realized rice milk is one to skip, especially for us seniors. Let's talk about why. First off, rice milk is seriously low in protein, less than 1 gram per 8-ounce serving. Protein is like the building blocks for your muscles, and after 50, keeping your muscle strength is critical to avoid falls and stay active. Without enough protein, it's like trying to build a house with half the bricks you need. Your body struggles to maintain muscle mass, making you feel weaker and more prone to injuries. But that's not the only issue. Rice milk can contain inorganic arsenic, a toxin that builds up in your body over time. This isn't just a minor concern, it can damage your kidneys and weaken your immune system. A National Institutes of Health study found that regular rice milk consumption could increase kidney damage risk by up to 30%. That's a risk I'm not willing to take. Imagine your body as a garden. You want to nourish it with rich, nutrient-packed soil to keep everything thriving. Rice milk is like poor quality soil, it's missing the nutrients your garden needs to grow strong, and it might even have some weeds, like arsenic, that harm the plants over time. Compare that to something like fermented soy milk, which we'll talk about soon, and it's clear rice milk just doesn't cut it. The solution here is simple: skip rice milk and choose a nutrient-dense alternative like oat milk or fermented soy milk. These options pack the protein and nutrients your body craves without the hidden dangers. If you've been drinking rice milk or know someone who does, share this video with them, it could be a game changer. Now, let's shift gears and talk about 3 milk options that are actually good for you. 3 milks you must choose instead. We've covered the milk types to avoid, and I hope you're feeling ready to make some smarter choices. Now, let's dive into the good stuff, milk options that can truly support your health as a senior. 1. Fermented soy milk. First up is fermented soy milk, and let me tell you, this one's a powerhouse I wish I'd discovered sooner. Fermented soy milk is like a superhero for your bones and muscles. It's packed with high-quality protein, which is essential for keeping your muscles strong and your bones sturdy. After 50, our bodies start losing muscle mass and bone density, which can lead to osteoporosis or those scary moments when a simple stumble turns into a fall. Fermented soy milk steps in with about 7 grams of protein per cup, giving your body the tools it needs to stay strong. Plus, it contains isoflavones, compounds that act like a shield for your bones, helping to maintain their density. I was thrilled to read an Oxford University study that found fermented soy milk can reduce fracture risk in seniors by up to 25%. That's huge. Your bones and muscles are like the frame of a house. Without regular maintenance, that frame starts to weaken, and cracks appear. Fermented soy milk is like a skilled carpenter, reinforcing the structure and keeping everything solid. To make it even better, try pairing it with calcium-rich foods like chia seeds or leafy greens like kale. I love starting my day with a glass of fermented soy milk mixed with a handful of chia seeds. It's a simple habit that makes me feel stronger and more energized. Here's a tip: sip a cup in the morning or blend it into your oatmeal or cereal. It's versatile, mildly nutty, and a fantastic way to kickstart your day. If you're new to fermented soy milk, start small and see how your body loves it. As we move to our next healthy milk option, drop a comment below if you're excited to try fermented soy milk. Next, we're exploring unsweetened almond milk, a heart-healthy gem. 2. Unsweetened almond milk. If you're looking for a milk that's light, tasty, and kind to your heart, unsweetened almond milk is where it's at. I started using it a few years ago when I wanted to cut back on dairy, and it's become a staple in my kitchen. Let me share why this milk is such a great choice for us over 50. Unsweetened almond milk is loaded with heart-healthy unsaturated fats, the kind that help lower your LDL cholesterol, that bad cholesterol we talked about earlier. It's like giving your heart a warm hug, keeping your arteries clear and your blood flowing smoothly. A study from the American Heart Association caught my eye, showing that regular almond milk consumption can reduce LDL cholesterol by up to 10%. That's a simple change with a big payoff. Plus, it's low in calories, so it won't weigh you down or add extra pounds, which is a win for staying active and feeling good. Picture your heart as a pump working hard to keep everything running. Whole milk, with its saturated fats, is like sludge clogging up the pump. Unsweetened almond milk, on the other hand, is like clean, high-quality fuel, keeping the pump humming smoothly. I love how versatile it is too. Pour it over your morning cereal, blend it into a smoothie with some berries, or sip it before bed for a calming evening ritual. It's got a subtle, nutty flavor that pairs beautifully with so many foods. Here's a pro tip: make a breakfast smoothie with almond milk, a banana, and a handful of spinach. You'll get the heart benefits of the milk, plus fiber and vitamins from the fruit and greens. It's a delicious way to keep your energy steady and your digestive system happy, which is so important as we age. If you're loving these tips, give this video a like to show your support. Next, let's talk about one more fantastic option: calcium-fortified oat milk, a bone-strengthening superstar. 3. Calcium-fortified oat milk. Last but certainly not least, let's talk about calcium-fortified oat milk. This one's a game changer for keeping your bones strong and your body thriving. I've been recommending it to friends and family, and I'm excited to share why it's such a great fit for seniors like us. Calcium-fortified oat milk is like a double dose of goodness for your bones. It's packed with calcium and vitamin D, two nutrients that work together to keep your bones dense and resilient. As we age, our bones can start to thin, raising the risk of osteoporosis and fractures. Oat milk steps in to help, delivering the building blocks your bones need to stay tough. A study from the Institute of Nutrition Research blew me away. It showed that calcium-fortified oat milk can reduce osteoporosis risk by up to 20%. That's a statistic that makes me want to stock my fridge with this stuff. Let's imagine your bones as a bank vault. You want that vault to be strong and secure, holding all your savings, in this case, your bone density. Calcium and vitamin D from oat milk are like regular deposits, keeping the vault robust. To make those deposits even more effective, pair your oat milk with fiber-rich foods like fruits or veggies. I love a morning glass of oat milk with a bowl of sliced apples and a sprinkle of walnuts. The fiber helps your digestive system stay regular, which means your body can absorb all those bone-building nutrients more efficiently. Try sipping a cup of calcium-fortified oat milk in the morning or before bed. It's creamy, slightly sweet, and feels like a treat without overloading your system. Plus, it's gentle on your stomach, which is a bonus for those of us dealing with digestion changes as we age. If you know someone who could benefit from these milk swaps, share this video with them. It's a small gesture that could make a big difference. Let's wrap things up with some final thoughts. If you're ready to try fermented soy milk, unsweetened almond milk, or calcium-fortified oat milk, drop a 1 in the comments below. Your thoughts keep this community thriving. Please give this video a like if you found it helpful. Share it with friends or family who might benefit, and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss our weekly tips for living your healthiest life. Wow, we've covered so much today, haven't we? Choosing the right milk can make a world of difference for us seniors. By saying goodbye to whole milk, sweetened condensed milk, and rice milk, and welcoming fermented soy milk, unsweetened almond milk, and calcium-fortified oat milk, you're setting yourself up to protect your heart, strengthen your bones, and keep your mind sharp. These simple swaps are like planting seeds for a healthier, more vibrant future, and I'm so excited for you to start this journey. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching and trusting me to share these insights with you. Here's to feeling stronger, healthier, and full of energy every single day. I can't wait to see you in our next video, where we'll dive into more ways to live our best lives. Until then, take care and keep shining.